Hello, St. Paul's parishioners. This is Rusty McKinney, your Minister of Music, and I'm recording this message to give you an oral, spoken, and an aural, musical behind-the-scenes view of our music during COVID-19. There will be a more detailed written account of our journey through the pandemic, but this one blends the backstory with examples of the music we've produced for our worship services. The music that was produced for St. Paul's streaming services started with me sending out a guide track to the choir members. The guide track had the accompaniment to the piece of music in the form of a synthesizer sounding like a piano or an organ, as well as a metronome track, which gave each singer the tempo of the piece. Each singer listened to that guide track on one device to stay in time with everyone else as they recorded their performance on another device as an MP3 file. In that way, we could create high-quality performances for our worship services without any of the visual cues that the singers would get in person from the choir director or the auditory cues that they would get from singing in the midst of a group. Then they emailed those tracks to me to combine, edit, and mix. Here is one brief example.
Oh, praise ye the Lord, praise Him in the height. Rejoice in His word, ye angels of light. Ye heavens adore Him, by whom we were made, and worship before
As many of you will recall, we also produced some instrumental pieces using the same process. For instance, we've managed to create multi-part brass ensembles using just 3 brass players, with each of the players playing more than one part on separate tracks. Here's an example of a 7-part brass ensemble followed by a verse sung by the choir.
Christ the true, the only light, Son of righteousness, arise. Triumph o'er the shades of night. Day spring from on high be near. Day star in my heart appear.
Along the way, there were many challenges, sometimes comical. For instance, I once got a track with a lawnmower running in the background. And then there was the time that roadwork was being done in my neighborhood. I had to record plain chant around the random and annoying beep, beep, beep of the backhoes. But we've persevered through the challenges to do some very fine creative work and have built a recorded library of choral and instrumental music that has lasting power. Here is one final example.
Tell me where is the road I can call my own, that I left, that I lost so long. All these years I have wandered, oh, when will I know? There's a way, there's a road that will lead me home. After wind, after rain, when the dawn where will